This is the single most effective strategy that I teach my clients that work one-on-one with me with weight loss coaching. I'm going to teach it to you today, and I'm also going to tell you where most people get stuck and the red flag that I watch for that's going to tell me if someone is going to be successful at weight loss and keeping it off. I'm going to be sharing all that with you guys today. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Tanessa. I'm a life and weight coach for women. I help them not only drop the physical weight that's, creating insecurity and lack of confidence and just not feeling that great, but I help them drop the mental weight, the true stuff that's going on in our head that's preventing us from staying committed and hitting our goal and making strong decisions and becoming who we want to be. So let's jump right in. Here we go. It's not about what food to eat. It's not about what time to eat. It's not about how much to eat. The biggest thing that I can share with you right now that will help you start to lose weight, and it's not cutting calories, it's not anything fancy. It's literally deciding the day before what you are going to eat tomorrow. It's a concept that I love teaching called decisions ahead of time. So I want you to think about right now. Perhaps you are, relaxing at home, maybe you're on a break at work, you're just catching up on a video really quick, and you're pretty neutral, right? You're just, going throughout your day. You're not really bored or angry or upset, maybe. You're pretty neutral for the most part, right? So if I were you to ask you to decide what you wanted to eat tomorrow, if you were trying to make it as easy as possible to drop those last 10 pounds, you'd be able to decide pretty neutrally what you were going to eat tomorrow, right? Like, there's no feelings attached to it. You're not emotional. You're not in the moment. So you might be able to be like, well, you know what? For breakfast, I'm going to have scrambled eggs and a glass of water. It's going to be great. And then for lunch, I'm going to have a salad, a chicken breast, and half a cup of rice. And then for dinner, I'm going to have a stir fry. I'm going to have a garden salad, some mixed greens, maybe some fish, half an avocado. And it's all pretty neutral, right? It doesn't carry any emotional charge. So you're able to make decisions using your prefrontal cortex. That's the evolved part of our brain that makes us human. You're able to decide ahead of time what you want to eat with no emotions getting involved. Now, I want you to think about this. So say you're coming up on your lunch today or your dinner today and you've had a bad day and maybe your boss was angry at you or your kids weren't listening or your cat threw up on the rug and you're just like, oh my God, I just want to grab fast food. I just want to, have a big plate of pasta. I want to have some ice cream after dinner. Your decision is fueled from emotional decision. Does that make sense? You're feeling angry or something like that, and intuitively we like to think, well, this food is going to make me feel better, and it temporarily kind of does, but it never solves the long-term problem of learning how to deal with your emotions. So what I always like to teach my clients is decide what you are going to eat tomorrow the day before. There's no emotions involved. You can decide from a place that has your goals as your first priority and not your feelings. This is what I call thinking with your head instead of thinking with your heart. Whenever we're going for a big goal, we need to make sure that we're using our brain to make decisions and not always our emotions. So what I always like to tell them, make it really simple. First of all, plan what you're actually going to eat. If you're brand new to, changing up your food, new lifestyle, eating more nutritious foods, don't go and put salads all day if that's something new to you. Maybe just change your breakfast and lunch, and for dinner, have what you usually have. So do something realistic. Make a very realistic plan on paper or on your phone. Not in your head, on paper or on your phone. Then you're going to write down what you're going to eat and how much you're going to eat. So this gives you very specific guidelines, and then your only marching orders are basically to go out tomorrow, deal with a bit of discomfort, and stick to your plan. This has been so effective because it wraps in all the components. If you literally make a plan that is based on your goal and follow through with it, you're not going to be overeating. You're not going to be grabbing office snacks. You're not going to be having an extra dessert at night because it wasn't what you planned. So we take all of the drama out of it. You're not nibbling throughout the day. You're not grazing. You're not putting food in your mouth that wasn't supposed to be there. It is literally what you planned. And you know what? If you're coming from a place where you're eating fast food 3 times a day and you still put pizza for dinner, that's great because maybe the first 2 meals of the day you made a better choice. So here is how. That is the number one decision. That is one of the best things I can tell you. If you want to change your lifestyle, if you want to eat better, lose a little weight, drop a couple inches, dress sizes, whatever you want to go for, plan your food ahead of time. Now, I'm going to tell you where I see all of the drama come up and where I see clients making the biggest mistakes and what I watch for as a coach red flags. Are you ready for it? It's this, decision drama. It's things like, well, how am I gonna know what I'm gonna eat tomorrow? Well, I don't have any groceries. I don't know what my husband is gonna cook. What if my kids don't like it? Well, I don't know what I wanna eat for lunch. I'm gonna tell you right now that these are all convenient excuses that we like to tell ourselves that make it easy to back out of committing to something ahead of time. So think about this. You don't know what you wanna eat tomorrow? Plan something, eat it, and if you didn't like it, don't plan that again for the next day. It's fascinating all of the drama we have around this entitlement we feel about being able to eat what we want, when we want, all the time, and then still be able to have a healthy lifestyle and maintain a weight which we feel really good at. It's a very interesting sense of entitlement that we have as a society because food is available all the time to all of us on every street corner. We're being marketed on our phones, on the TVs, there's signs everywhere. So we just think we should be able to eat it all the time, and then we get really confused as to why our bodies aren't performing the way they were meant to perform. They're not feeling good. We don't have the energy. Our pants aren't quite fitting the same. So here's the thing. That's all really uncomfortable to experience, right? But you know what else is? Eating the food you said you were going to eat. So you get to choose what kind of discomfort you want, but you're going to get it either way. One is going to give you a long-term result that you're going to feel great about, and the other one's going to keep making you feel crappy. So you really get to decide, is this excuse good enough for you? Well, I don't know what I want to eat tomorrow for lunch. Here, decide. And a lot of clients will go, well, I don't know. Well, here's what I love to ask. I don't know is just a convenient way of us saying, well, I don't really want to look into it and make a decision that I might back out of and fail on. Make a decision. If you did know, if you were to guess what you wanted to eat for lunch tomorrow, what would you eat? We need to learn how to take the drama out of it. You're deciding what you want to eat for lunch tomorrow, not who you want to spend the rest of your life with, or if you want to cut all your hair off and dye it a different color. It's really not that big of a... I take a spin class on an app called Peloton. It's like an app that does spin classes on a bike. Anyways, I love it. But one of the teachers in there, he is so fabulous. He always says when you're experiencing any type of drama like that, honey, it's not that deep. It's picking out what you want for lunch tomorrow. Look in the fridge. What do we have? It's not that deep. So here is the red flag that I always watch for, is when people start to spin out in drama and excuses because they can't figure out what they want for breakfast tomorrow. If you can't figure that out now, I can guarantee when you get there, you're going to be resorting to fast food because it makes you feel better then. You're just trying to feel better now because you don't want to make a decision. Planning meals ahead of time is essential to your success. And I really want you to ask yourself, why don't I want to choose? Why don't I want to plan ahead of time? The answer to that is always because you're fearing what you might feel if you don't stick to what you said you were going to do. So you have two choices. Stick to it and don't listen to all your excuses. Or number two, if you fall off plan, you're going to feel uncomfortable and guilt, and maybe you feel bad, maybe you'll feel failure, but you will live through it. I promise. And the only way to know you're going to live through it is to fail, be completely fine, and get back up and get on the wagon. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Your marching orders to go forward into the world. If you want to get in shape, you want to, change your nutrition, if there's something about your life that you want to improve, you need to make decisions on your action plans, your food, ahead of time, the day before, when you are neutral. You wake up the next day, you go, you follow through on your plan, and this is the most effective way to start making that lifestyle change without cutting calories, without massively overhauling your food, without spending 5 days a week in the gym. You just need to learn to hear the drama and choose to do your plan anyways. I hope that has been super helpful for you. This is exactly the kind of work I do with my clients. If you need help with this, send me a message. Let's chat about it. Otherwise, have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you next time.